through on how to use Uniswap on top of Ethereum. We're going to use a couple different tools today. We're going to download the Metamask Web3 enabled wallet. In my instance, I'm doing it to Firefox. It is compatible with Chrome, Brave, and possibly Safari. You'll have to look into Safari, but I know it's for Chrome, Brave, and Firefox for sure. So we're going to use that. We're going to look at Etherscan, which is the Ethereum block explorer, to make sure the transaction looks good or would look good, and to see about the gas. And we're going to take a look at Uniswap's front end a little bit as well. So to dive right in, if you don't already have a Web3 enabled wallet set up, you'll have to go over here to metamask.io, and then it'll take you over, once you hit download, it'll take you over to this page, or you could just go straight here and you just hit download. It'll automatically have whatever device you're using, if you're on iOS, Android, or a desktop, and what browser. So you'll do that. I've already done it, so I've got it right here. This is the MetaMask. I've got an account that I've already created. It's got 0.05 ETH, so if I want to do a transaction to show you guys, I can. Depending on what the gas looks like, I may or may not. So yeah, so that's the account. Just to give you a little background on these three tabs right here, it'll expand the view so you have it for a full page. Account details, that'll give you more information. View on Etherscan is super important, and then connected sites to see all the sites that are that know your Web3 wallet is connected to them. So yeah, so that's MetaMask. Once you have that and you have some Ether, and if you need to deposit Ether, it's as simple as hitting buy and then directly deposit Ether, view account, and then here's your QR code and your public address. So if you need to send it from Coinbase or from Gemini, so whatever. And I got to give a shout out here. I've got the lo-fi beats playing in the background. This is from the ETH Online presentations on Fridays. Love the music, so I just had to play it in the background here. Okay, so there's that's MetaMask. And here's, if you need to like paste a seed phrase, like if you already have one, here's the page to do that. Then you create a new password. If you've never created one, it might be a little bit different, and it'll help you build one basically. And it's very easy to go through, and it tells you all the steps. So here's Uniswap's front end. There's the announcement regarding their governance token right there if you want to look into that. But primarily you just want to go here, uniswap.org, just so you know you're going to the right front end, because there are some issues with fake front ends that are using the smart contracts and not doing it correctly. So if you go here and you hit launch the app, it'll take you right over to the app Uniswap. And this is all, really what all Uniswap is a collection of immutable smart contracts on Ethereum. So this front end right here, this can be deployed by anyone. There's maybe 50 or so of these front ends, all with different names that are tied into the smart contracts that enable people to do the functionality. But like this, yes, this page could get shut down, but the smart contracts, the things that are powering it in the background, they never go down. They are forever on Ethereum, and there's, unless every liquidity provider pulled all of their liquidity, all of their money that they're providing so trades can happen, there's really nothing you can do to stop these smart contracts from executing. So anyway, there's 4 functions of Uniswap. There's swap, pool, uni, and vote, and then here's charts, and we'll get into that in just a second. But swap is as simple as, hey, you have Ether now, like you can see here, I have 0.05 Ether, and maybe you want the Uni token because you want to participate in the next governance vote. So you'd go down here, and I have the Uniswap default list pulled up. You can change that. I like this one, and I can just go Uni. Okay, so I found the Uni token, and say I want to get, let's just do 5. I can swap my Ether for 5 Uni tokens because I have enough Ether and enough to cover the gas fee as well. So if I was to do this right now, in which I'll kind of show you the steps, I don't think I'm going to send it through, I would just hit swap. I've got all the information here. There's very little price impact. The price, I'm going to get 121 Uni per ETH. Maximum sold, so it makes sure it doesn't take more than you want it to. And then there's a liquidity provider fee, and we'll get into more about what that means in a little bit here. But so say I wanted to do this, I'd hit confirm swap, and now my MetaMask wallet comes up over here, a little pop-up, and basically all this is saying is, hey, do you want to confirm this in your wallet? Do you want to give Uniswap smart contracts the ability to take your Ether and swap, and not take it, but swap it. So it pulls it from your wallet, and well, really you send it from your wallet, and then you get a token in return. So a couple things about this is the gas fee. Super important, okay? So right now we can go check out what the gas fee is set at. It gives you a couple estimated processing times, you know, how fast you want it done. I usually just go over to advanced, and this is a really helpful chart right here, because if you can think about it, you want to have your transaction somewhere down here, somewhere where it's easily going to go through and there's not a lot of wait time. So 30, not a good bet, but let's try 60. Now 60 moves it right down there, but I don't have enough gas to pay it. So let's see if 55 would work. Still not enough gas, but I think 53 might work. Ooh, maybe 51. Okay, so 51 does, and I have enough gas to pay, and so I'd hit save. And now if I want this to go through and use almost all of my Ether in the trade and the gas fee, as you can see, there is a gas fee here that goes to miners. That's what we were doing there. I'd be basically exchanging a little less than 20 bucks for these 5 Uni. Okay, I'm not actually going to do it because that's a pretty big fee right there. If I was doing this with maybe $2,000 or something like that, this fee is nothing, and I'm happy to pay it, right? But on $20, I'm not going to pay, you know, like 15% on that transaction. That's just not necessary for right now. But that's all the steps. You would hit confirm, and then we'd go find it on the Block Explorer, which I'll show you exactly how to do in just a second. So I'm going to hit reject, dismiss, and say it did go through, or say I did confirm it, and I want to go see that happening. I would just go here, and I'd go view on Etherscan. Now I don't have anything other than a simple send in here, but there would be a transaction right here pending, and you could go and click on that hash, that TXN hash, and watch it until it succeeds. So that's how you follow it, right? But to get back to the interface, it's not just swapping, and also you can do this vice versa. So say I got 5 Uni. I could swap it right back to Ether if I wanted to. Now that might not be smart unless the price goes up a bunch because I'm paying gas for it, but you could do it. So here's the other thing. So say I did a swap where I got 5,000 Uni and I still have quite a bit of Ether. I have the equivalent amount of US dollars in Ether. So let's just say that's $20,000 of Uni, $20,000 of ETH. That's what I have in this wallet, right? Let's just say hypothetically. Say I want to provide liquidity. What that means is you can be a liquidity provider. You put up your capital so that other people can trade using it. And when you do this, you get a token in return, plus you get some percent, a 0.3% fee on all the trades happening using your money. So that helps to cancel out the impermanent loss, which is a whole other thing that I'm not going to get into right now. But when you're providing this liquidity, since you're playing both sides of the market and the price is changing, there is a little bit of impermanent loss. And depending on the price movement, you could come out with less money than you started with. So this fee helps. And then once you have you add liquidity here and you get USDC or Uni or something down here, and you add you put in equal amounts, you get this token in return, and it's called like a Uni V2 token. It's a liquidity token. You bring it over here to the Uni page, where you can actually earn the Uni token for depositing your liquidity provider token here. Now, ETH to Uni isn't over here, but let's say you did ETH to USDC, and so you have some liquidity provisioning tokens for that. You deposit those. First you got to do this, right, because it knows that I don't have ETH to USDC liquidity. You can start farming or staking for Uni, right? And so you could earn X amount of Uni per week. And as you can see here, there's quite a bit of liquidity up here right now. There's $520 million worth of liquidity, and that's, 583,000 Uni are given per week. So you could assume per maybe $1,000 that you put in here, you're going to get 1 Uni per week, right? It's roughly that, maybe 700 to 1250, something like that. So yeah, that's how you get Uni, which is what allows you to come over here, and once you have some Uni, and that'll show up here, you can participate in the governance proposals. And so there are delegators that hold a large amount. They need to hit 10 million to put a proposal up, 10 million Uni, and then to get something to pass, you need 40 million Uni. So that's right now. This is trying to lower those thresholds from 10 to propose down to 3 million. And then from 40 million for a pass to 30 million. So this would pass right now if this was in the new system that they're proposing here. And there's going to be continual proposals and votes using Uni. So those are about the 4 different functions of Uniswap at this point in time. There is a charts page which takes you over to uniswap.info where you can see a little bit more of the protocol analysis. And so you can see this. You can see how much liquidity is being provided. There's almost $3 billion worth of liquidity on the exchange, and it breaks it down into a couple different things, right? So you can see all these things. You can see tokens, you can see pairs, liquidity here. I mean, look at that, 723 million for the WBTC to ETH pair. That's wrapped Bitcoin. So that's all great information. And then if you want to see a chart version, so you're like trading with a normal exchange like Coinbase or Binance, you can come over to uniswap.vision and find the ticker that you want, right? So that's Uniswap. That's how you would go about it. And I showed you Etherscan. I showed you Uniswap.vision. I showed you Uniswap info. Showed you the normal Uniswap interface and let you know that there are numerous versions of that, and you can find those online. Just make sure you do your due diligence before using one. And I showed you how to download Metamask. So if you liked this video, you thought it was helpful, let me know. Give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and ask some questions. All right, guys, have a good one.